Johnny and I were just talking about like how people just can't tell when things are real or fake on social media. Like, it's the funniest thing to me. Like, I don't know how you don't, realize it. That's fine if you don't realize it right away. Or
not realizing it right away is one thing.
So then you quickly Google. Like, it takes 5 seconds. And we were
is this trade real?
I was telling him a story. My dad, the amount of times, I love you, Daddy. The amount of times my dad is, when I'm with him or he calls me, I saw on Facebook that, Bryce Harper, they might trade him. And I'm like, Dad, that's not real. Well, yeah, but I read it and I go, dude, if there's anybody that you're just going to have to respect the opinion of or the knowledge of.
Well, he does listen to this show, so there is a reason, why he doubts some things.
I would hope the guy that does sports talk radio for a living in Philadelphia. Look, you want to tell me there was a random trade report about a Sacramento King?
Yeah, that's different.
Let's talk about it. No, man, Bryce Harper's not getting traded.
Yeah, but dude, you should see the number of texts I get from people our age, my buddies, that are like, when is this happening?
Is this real?
That's it's like not real.
Connor, I go, here's my rule. And I've said it to my brother before, I've said it to other people before. If the sentence begins with, I saw it on Facebook,
it's only
that's where you go to yourself, oh, wait a minute. That's probably, wait a minute, it's probably AI or it's something else.
Yeah, X or Instagram, the same. This is why I never took as much umbrage with the people who believe the A.J. Brown conversation is fake. Because
how long did they think it, though?
That's the thing, though. We're in this industry. We know how this stuff works daily and behind the scenes.
No. People were disagreeing with credible reporters.
I get it. And the reason they're doing that is because there's so much... people don't know who the credible reporters are necessarily. We do. We talk to them.
No. People were acting as if Adam Schefter was Adam Sniffer.
Yes, because people have gotten in the past on Adam Schefter with a single letter change.
People were hearing Adam on our show and accusing him of
AI.
That's not real Adam Schefter.
You guys better get used to this because this is only getting worse with fake stuff, and people are going to not believe anything.
He's making these stories up. Adam Schefter's making it up. The whole line was, we haven't heard anything from AJ. AJ hasn't said a word. These people are just lying. AJ will be back next year. Now, June 1st, when the checks are written, now my boys, the Philly Dogs.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They'll be getting that charity money together, and guess what, by the way, they've already said they will be stepping up to the plate because they're good people.
That's good work.
Now, they got to keep an eye on these Philly Dogs, though, on the road. Keep an eye on
Smith. All right, we'll get more in our Eagles discussion here momentarily. We'll check the Davis Honda text line, see what the people are saying this morning. But real quick, man. Well, maybe not real quick. I don't know how long this conversation is going to go because I don't know if we have an answer. What the hell do the Phillies do with Aaron Nola?
It's a disgrace. Well, first off, the contract was a disgrace.
Yeah.
Second of all, there's nothing that they can do to just right now just say, you can't get rid of him. No one would ever take him, but you don't have to keep trotting him out there.
I remember when the contract talks were happening, and Connor, I've never really been the biggest Nola guy. You and I have butted heads over this for years. I've never been the biggest Nola guy, but at the time, he pitched very well in the playoffs, and I'm going, all right, I'll bring him back. But then I saw 7 years. I'm like, oh, 7 years for a guy that's doesn't have that much life on the arm. Like
They got duped. It's
a little concerning, and man, is it getting almost worse by the start. So yesterday, he gets out of the first inning, and then the Phillies give him run support. 1-0. You're going, oh, man, here we go. They get the rubber match of the series. Can they win it? And then Nola just has an implosion in the second inning, gives up 3 runs in the second. His line on the day, 5 hits, 4 earned runs. 5 innings pitched, 8 hits, 4 earned runs. And the scary thing is, he wasn't even giving up home runs. It was just they tee off on him.
He's not a major league pitcher anymore.
It's really, really bad.
It's terrible.
He's allowed 13 earned runs over his last 3 starts. His last 3 starts have totaled 13 innings. He's averaging a run an inning.
He's not competitive. He doesn't give his team a chance to win. And more importantly, it's got to be so disappointing now to his teammates that, he takes the mound and they realize They don't have a chance.
And you just said what I said about Taijuan Walker in 2024?
2024.
2024, Taijuan Walker
He
had
didn't
the
give him a chance
season
to win.
where he had an ERA of 7. And I remember a couple of times you and I would do the show, and it was like you would get upset that they looked dead out there in like the second or third inning.
Yeah.
I'd say, well, can you blame them? Like,
no, I can't blame you because I know what you make in your paycheck, and
yeah,
you
I got
absolutely can.
But it's
I hate that
It's
excuse.
4-0 after the second
I
inning.
understand.
It's like, all right.
No, I understand, but it's easy to understand the frustration. You can be frustrated. There's a lot of things that can frustrate you about your work, but I absolutely would expect you to be a professional and come to work and give your best. You can do your best. Nobody's keeping you from doing your best.
Well, Aaron Nola has become the Doc Rivers scheduled loss right now.
He's terrible.
It's just that. I mean, he had the great outing against the Marlins, 6 shutout innings. I gave you the 13 earned runs over the last 3 starts. Before that 0-run performance against the Marlins, 6 earned, 5 earned, 3 earned in 5, 3 earned in 6. So I'm going back to April 8th when he had a quality start.
It's so incredible.
2 quality starts since April 8th, John. And quality start is not like great.
No, they got to do something about it. And I was going through because Nerd Boy was a little pissed yesterday watching that outing, as you can imagine. So I just started to go through and I said, how many guys, because I talked to an ex-Philly who broadcasts and was along the lines of, am I out of line to be like the Phillies baby these pitchers? And he said, no, you're not out of line. But let's look at what other organizations do compared to the Phillies. The Phillies do baby pitchers.
Oh, they absolutely
like they have a babyish approach to pitchers. This has to be a change in philosophy. And I was assured, by the way, that when Preston Mattingly takes over, that won't be the
case.
Philosophy.
Yeah.
It's an old school philosophy that the man in charge embodies, that he believes in, that they got to take the training wheels off. Like if there's a guy like now, like a Gage Wood down the line, and say, can a Gage Wood be ready? He's still a young guy. He's like, any guy who has pitched in the College World Series could pitch in the major leagues. Bottom line, any guy can.
I don't think that's true.
He is a top draft pick.
Fine. How about anybody
How about a top draft pick? A top draft pick can pitch in the college, that has pitched in the College World Series, can absolutely be on a major league roster and pitch. He has been a top draft pick. He is a player that absolutely could pitch in the major leagues. And by the way, he could give you anything. He could, if you want to get knocked around, he could give you what Aaron Nola gave you. So the idea that you have to worry about their psyches was what I was questioning.
Yeah, just last night, I texted you guys earlier in the day. I was really upset that I thought something was not going to happen. I'm a Seamhead, so I know that there's like Western Conference Finals going on and all that. But I watched Jays Yankees because what else are you doing on a Wednesday night?
Well, the Phillies weren't on. That's fine.
Trey is Savage versus Cam Schlittler of the Yankees.
By the way, Schlittler,
yes,
is like a must-see TV type of thing.
He is 25 years old. He's in his second season. He was drafted in 2022. They waited 3 years to call him up. Trey is Savage, even different. He was drafted in 2024. He was pitching in the major leagues last year.
He was pitching in Game 7 of the World
Series game.
I mean, like it's ridiculous, the babying the idea of the two is. But the issue that I took was yesterday with the idea is, guys are going to come up here and get hurt. And we got a text during the show yesterday from a ex-major leaguer that was listening going, you cannot say that a player is going to come up here and get hurt. If you say you're going to bring them up here and have them throw 7-8 innings, absolutely you could say, hey, don't make their arms fall off when they come up here. But there's no science, there's nothing to say that a young player coming up here is going to be, first of all, psychologically damaged, or that their career is going to be ruined because you bring them up too early.
I think this conversation is crazy, what we're talking about right now. Because this is an organization for half a decade that has put together one of the clear top rotations in baseball. Clearly, what they are doing with starting pitching is working. I think this is nitpicking at something that they have been incredibly successful at.
Hold on one
second.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Zach Wheeler proven free agent signing.
Okay.
Jesus Luzardo, free agent signing.
Yes.
Sanchez, yes.
A trade, not developed. Not developed.
Oh, yeah,
traded.
Right. Yeah, he's developed into something.
No, but I mean, you got him. You
Right.
acquired him from somebody else.
Yeah.
So they have not. They did not. This organization has not.
Suarez is like the one guy you're talking about, and he's not here anymore.
Your point is that you'd rather have a homegrown pitcher who's good than a free agent pitcher who's good. Like, who cares where they come from? They have a great rotation. They've done that consistently for half a decade.
So then what do you do with Aaron Nola?
So here's your three options. These are the realistic ones because he's not getting traded. He's got a no trade clause. He's not getting released because they're not paying that money. You do one of three things. You bear down, you pitch through it. I think that's stupid. You skip a start, you go bullpen, you give him like a week to just kind of sit there and say, do not think about baseball and see if it fixes him. Or you do the phantom injured list. Those are your three options.
You did that last year, though.
Right.
It didn't work.
Those are your only three options.
You did the phantom injury list for 2.5 months last year. It didn't work.
Then you're skipping a start, you're throwing a bullpen game against the Padres, and then you try him again after that. Those are your options, boys.
Watch, he's gonna deal against the Padres.
He might.
He'll go 6 1/3.
Probably won't, but
one earned.
No, and he'll have that game that makes you go. He's got it figured out.
He's golf. He is my golf game. All right? You have the one good shot in 18 holes, and you go, I want to do this again. I want to spend $60, be outside miserable for 3 hours and 59 minutes, but that 1 minute, it's a high that I want to experience.
Does that drag you back in?
Aaron Nola's my golf game.
Aaron Nola's a mess, and Aaron Nola's killing this team. He's killing the team.
It's been a rough year for Mr. Nola. 6.04 ERA now on the season.
I think I'm going
from last year's 6.01.
I think I'm going to be safe on my bet with Connor. I think I'm going to be quite safe.
What was the number 4?
4.25.
Oh, God. Ew.
I think I'm going to be safe.
What do you mean think? The guy can't pitch.
No, I mean, he's terrible. And more importantly is...
Hey, he's 2-4 on the season, man.
He's horrendous.
2 of those games he gave up like 5...
He's horrendous.
No, dude, you have no other options than those three I presented you with. Take your pick.
The idea of but more to the other point is the organization there needs to be young arms need to be allowed to run free, and hopefully we will see a Gage Wood be in a situation where he gets an opportunity to come up here, and even if it's like a piggyback start type of thing, like we saw a Falter come up, where they asked him to say, come up, give us 4 innings. Give us 4 as they bring him up to the major leagues. That's what they wanted. Sanchez was a 4 too, wasn't he? Wasn't he like 4 innings they wanted out of him, like in the beginning? Like they used him for?
He was a swing guy.
But I mean, like when they used to do the piggyback starts, though, the Falter, the Syndergaard, all them. But they used to try to get them. If they got through the line a few times, that's how you want to. But let's not wait.
This is also an organization that I saw call up Mick Abel before some people thought he was ready last year. They end up flipping him for an all-MLB closer. They brought a Ryan Kerkering from A-ball to pitching in the NLCS in the same season.
Out of complete necessity because they had no other move to make.
No, not out of complete necessity. That bullpen, you had Craig Kimbrell as the closer who they believed in. I know he wasn't good in that postseason, but Rob Thompson loved the guys they had in the bullpen. He forced his way to the majors, and they rewarded him. I think it's unfair to say the Phillies have not called guys up fast enough lately, especially when they're getting results at the major league level at this position.
We're more talking starters. So the starters, again, this organization, we talk about how they can't develop outfielders. Yeah. They can't develop starting pitching.
Where's the spot where you want these guys?
Well, that's the reason they have to go buy them, Connor, is because they can't develop them.
Yeah, like, look.
The reason you have to go buy at a premium price, which sucks to go pay the premium price, is because, and by the way, you're paying premium prices to guys that are you're overpaying for them.
All right, so you said pitch through it is stupid, which I agree with you because he stinks. Let's say they do the week or 2 weeks.
The phantom stuff?
And he comes back and he's 5 earned, 6 earned. You can't go bullpen game every 5th day.
No.
So...
Even though they did, Joe Girardi did that for 2 seasons.
Yeah, it went well.
Well, that guy stunk.
No, I mean, but he managed to. He squeezed a lot of juice out of that lemon.
Oh,
of the bullpen.
All right, we don't have to do that conversation.
I got you.
What do they do? Because you can either Call somebody out. And look, it can't be these AAA guys that are gas cans. Like they do that.
No, it can't be those.
They do that every year where a couple spot starts with this guy, and they ultimately stink. And they're like Otto Kemp and Felix Reyes, who goes right back down, goes right back down to AAA and hits 2 home runs because that's the kind of pitching that they can hit.
Because they're quad A players.
So then the next option is you trade for somebody, but we're months away from that because you're not going to overpay in what will end up being June if you do the 2-week off thing. You're not going to overpay for a 5th starter in June.
Yeah, or the other option, and I don't know how this would work, but we've come to drastic measures, is you move Aaron Nola to the bullpen.
Yeah, but then who's going in?
Then you just do the rotating door of see if a guy gets hot. Like Alan Rahel, you're up.
When was it? When was the Tyler Stevenson year? Where Stevenson started?
It was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Like they trotted out like.
You mean Tyler Phillips?
Yeah, sorry, Tyler Phillips.
It was 2 years ago.
They tried out like 5 different guys.
And he had didn't he have a one-hitter the one night?
Yeah,
one Saturday night. One Saturday night he had a one-hitter.
He had like almost a complete game shutout against the Dodgers.
It was awesome.
But then his book was out on him like 2 or 3 starts later. So, where's Spencer Turnbull out? Is he?
Yeah,
is he available?
We're having a smart conversation here. You don't need us to tell you that this is a bad spot the Phillies are in and there are not good options. But these are the options you have. Yeah. Sometimes you get stuck, and they're stuck right now.
Pretty bad options.
It's bad, man.
What do we have on the Davis on the text line? Feel the Davis difference. Our question about the Eagles. Are we at sort of a pendulum swing type moment with the Eagles? We talked about the Eagles quietly having a prove-it year for Jalen Hurts. The same could be said about Nick Sirianni. The same could be said about some of the offensive linemen. The same could be said, totally different level, about Devontae Smith. Is he ready to be the guy? I think that he is. Is he ready to be the guy with A.J. Brown being traded? The same can be said about the safety position. You guys are all
very confident.
I'm very confident.
You're more confident in that than I am.
Yes.
Even though I do believe that Devontae, if you told me right now, can I pencil him in for 1,200? Yes.
Yeah, I think he can. Right. I think he can be a number one guy, and I'm excited to watch it happen. What do we got on the text line?
All right, so we have a check-in on the conversation surrounding Jalen Hurts that we were having earlier with this, and this texter says Hurts is the same way as Sirianni, propped up by a running game, not necessarily a coaching staff. Look into games, they look to him to pass. Dude fell on his face. Prove it now.
Really?
I mean,
interesting.
I don't think that's completely
in
off.
2024
when they needed him to pass. It's almost like I can remember really, really big games where the Eagles needed him to pass, and Jalen Hurts was almost like spectacular. It's almost like the 3 biggest games of his career when the Eagles needed him to pass, and Jalen Hurts was like spectacular. Maybe, but no. I must be wrong. I got to be wrong. I must be misremembering that.
But John, you got to get to those games.
Who got them to those games?
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley was an absolute freaking star. But you're acting like they dragged Jalen Hurts along and that he was horrible. Jalen Hurts was not.
And
this is revisionist history.
Dragged them.
No, but I didn't. I am not. I've never said that.
Like.
No, it's not. It's revisionist history. That is completely revisionist history.
I think the point the texter is making is you can say the exact same thing. You said earlier, Nick Sirianni needs good coordinators, right?
Nick Sirianni cannot fix anything. He's me in my house. If something breaks in my house, I have to call somebody. I'm not going to, you go to YouTube.
Yeah.
My wife will even go try something at YouTube. I will say, why am I doing that? I'm going to get somebody who's a professional to fix it. I'm Nick Sirianni needs somebody to do that for him.
Well, and people will make the point that Jalen Hurts has benefited from having the supporting cast that he has had. And now this year, the reason why I believe the Eagles are doing a quiet prove-it year is they clearly want to go in a certain direction with the offense. So
I think that's fair.
We'll see. Can Jalen Hurts handle this offense? They're not going to have A.J. Brown.
No.
Now, they drafted a first-round wide receiver, so let's not act like they didn't give him
I think the passing,
another new toy.
And I'm going to be the only person who will check back on this. I am the only person who will tell you right now I think the passing offense is going to be exponentially better without him. Exponentially better without him. Cut it, save it, and you can have it.
And then we get to have the debate, was it because of AJ or was it because of Patullo?
No. That's going to be, whoa. That's a big reason why I'm saying it.
Because I think it's more Patullo than AJ.
No, that's a big reason why I'm saying it. But I also believe that when everybody's rowing the boat in the same direction, it's a hell of a lot easier to be successful in any line of work. When everybody is all on the same page, it is much easier for any organization in any line of work to be successful. And last year, they did not have everybody, they had guys who were quitting because they were upset personally about how things were going. If I quit on my job every time I was upset about something that management did in my career and said, well, I'm not going to give my best. I'm not going to do my best today. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And people defending it, I can't imagine.
Coming up next, more on the Eagles as we're getting closer and closer to June 1st. John, you sent a topic, more so a voice memo, from Middays with Marks yesterday.
Oh.
What you don't know is that I finally had the moment where I got angry about this whole A.J. Brown thing yesterday at my house by myself.
Really?
Yeah, I just finally.
It just is coincidentally.
I'm fed up with it. You will hear this voice memo because apparently people are still okay with everything. It's Kincaid and Sal Tunis, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Kincaid and Sal Tunis, 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
7:31 here on Kincaid and Sal Tunis, 97.5 The Fanatic. I have to give a special thank you to one John Kincaid.
Ooh.
Meteorologist John Kincaid. So yesterday...
That was crazy.
The storms that hit the area that plummeted the temperature 30 degrees, by the way, which is
it went down like 28 at our house. It was nasty.
Nuts. So John sends us a video to our show group chat that has Sean the Furry in it and Austin in it. And love you, Sean.
It was like Wizard of Oz was going on.
It was nuts. Like the wind and the rain. It's raining sideways, and you're going. I'm firing up the grill.
And you saw the crazy part was we got the stone patio, got the street behind us on the back street, which is way back. The smoke that was coming up from this storm
because of the heat.
It looked like the fog, like we were in London. It was like
you had the fog bowl in your own backyard. It looked like
there was a fog bowl because the heat came. It was so intense.
And I'm sitting there going, oh, my God, it's skewer night. I had everything marinated.
And I told you, get after it.
I had everything on, on the sticks. I was ready to throw on the grill. And then I see this video. I'm like, wait, what? I was going to wait like an hour before. I wasn't hungry yet. And John's like, no, you should do this now. The second I clean off the grill.
You saw it start to blow in. Yeah.
No. The second I cleaned off the grill, it started pouring. And if I had waited like 20 minutes, 10 minutes, I would have been caught in it while still grilling. I was actively grilling when like the black clouds were coming in over my house.
We had hail, pelting. I mean, it was crazy.
It was nuts.
It was crazy. So be careful. But that's what you get when it goes from. And now this morning it was, what was it, 30 degrees less or something?
I'm in sweatpants and a sweatshirt today. Yesterday, I walked outside and I started sweating. Now I'm
2026 weather has broken me.
It's crazy. All right. Speaking of what's broken, people, is this A.J. Brown situation. We are all silly right now.
We're punch drunk by it, right?
You said it a while ago, and you're so spot on. And like I have to look myself in the mirror and ask what the hell's wrong with me. You were like, since when in Philadelphia have we excused bad attitude and lack of effort? Like, all right, bad attitude aside, like legitimate lack of effort that was pointed out by Kincaid and Sal Tunis and ridiculed for. But then Jason Kelce says, and it's like, oh my God, this must be real.
Oh, so it must be real. Like Jason Kelce, legend of the organization, says it.
Yeah. So A.J. Brown like literally quit last year. He
quit. He did various games.
And I finally had the anger moment yesterday. Like it took me a while. Like this guy does not care about the Philadelphia Eagles. He cares about A.J. Brown. And
I'm glad. Newsflash.
And the funny thing is, some people excused it. Kurt Warner, who we love having on, right? We have him on like probably twice a year.
Love Kurt.
And the last time we had Kurt on, we asked him about the A.J. Brown. I straight up asked him, like, hey, you were the quarterback of the greatest show on turf. Like, how hard was that for you to make sure that Torrey Holt got his and Isaac Bruce got his, right? And Marshall Faulk got his. Like, how did you make sure everybody was happy?
Right.
And then he went on this 2-minute answer of, listen, A.J. Brown's a competitor. I don't blame him at all. I want him to have that fire. But later we found out that the fire was harmful.
Yes.
It was third-degree burns.
It was harmful.
It was bad. This fire was detrimental to the Eagles. And yet yesterday, you're listening to Middays with Marks. Why wouldn't you? Great show.
Love Middays with Marks.
And a voice memo comes in. It's our man Xavier from Newtown, who we really love. Xavier won Sixers tickets with us for the play-in tournament. I love Xavier.
I loved him till yesterday when I was hearing this, and now I just really like Xavier.
Here's the voice memo from Xavier yesterday.
Good morning, you guys. Xavier from Newtown Square. Just want to talk about the A.J. Brown thing real quick. Listen, I do think that he's going to get traded to New England. I think the Eagles are going to do, what's right for him and kind of do what he wants. He has done everything that you're supposed to do and supposed to say during this process and has not, said a bad thing or done anything to tarnish the value. Listen, at the end of the day, I don't think, the relationship or, is tarnished between him and the Eagles organization and the people. I think that a lot of the teammates, do love him, but when you're a quarterback and your receiver don't have the best relationship, or maybe they did have a best relationship and it sours a little bit, you see the disconnect there. And that trickles over to the whole team. When two of your leaders are, in a little feud, it kind of just trickles down and sets the mood for, the rest of your team. So something that we had to do, don't want to do, but we got to do.
I was on Route 3 at the time. I was driving down Westchester Pike. And I almost took it into the guardrail. I was so pissed off hearing this. What A.J. Brown, the Eagles are going to do what's right by him. A.J., he's done everything you're supposed to do. What kind of revisionist history class are we in?
I guess he meant more so that he's been quiet during this process, and it's not like him going on social media and plummeting his trade value.
Well, he's already done that part of it.
Yeah.
He already did that part.
Guys, A.J. Brown screwed over the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's be honest. He gave up on routes. He quit in games.
The team was 4-0 and he was pissed off.
He became a problem, and we really did excuse it. Connor, you and I, not John. We excuse it a lot, so much so that I was saying, look, I would still bring him back hoping that things work out. Man, they won a freaking Super Bowl and he wasn't happy. It really is crazy. Somebody posted a photo online yesterday because people are starting to see all these signs now. Oh man, the signs are there. There was a photo of A.J. Brown holding the Lombardi trophy and he looked miserable. Why are you miserable holding the Lombardi trophy? You should have a smile from ear to ear.
Because the stat sheet wasn't what he wanted it to be. I remember the day we were reading the quotes from A.J. Brown about the Super Bowl, and Connor was arguing with me.
No, I was too.
Going, oh, you're reading too much into these quotes.
I thought the quote was more so, I'm hungry for more. I want another one. That was great.
No,
celebrate it. Now I want more.
No, that wasn't what it was.
Because that's what Jalen was also saying, right? Jalen had that same mindset. I was like, all right, let's go.
No, that's Jalen's mindset because Jalen is that. This is A.J. Brown who ran away from competition at college, took the easier path at college, went away from where he's going to have to battle for playing in the best programs. He hid from that. Jalen runs towards it. He runs from it. That's the difference. Competitor versus what's the easier path. And I want mine, and I want the center of attention. That's what he wanted. That's what A.J. Brown's about. Yeah, and I'm so tired of hearing about the Eagles are going to do what's right by him. Screw that. I am so tired. Why do I care?
This
people sound like jilted. People sound like the guy the guy or the girl whose lover cheats on them, but they just keep waiting around for them to come back.
Yeah, let's not spin it. This isn't a mutual breakup. The Eagles, do you think the Philadelphia Eagles would want to trade A.J. Brown?
No.
If, let's say there was no drama. No. None, right? A.J. Brown, clean as a whistle.
No.
Would they want to trade A.J. Brown?
No.
This is not a clean breakup. This is one-sided. One guy wants something, and look, you can blame whoever you want to blame. Patullo, Sirianni, Hurts, whatever you want to do. too many people on the field. Devontae, Saquon, Dallas got not in a bad way, but like
I got you.
The ball can only go to so many people so many times. You can blame whatever it is that you want. The fact is, he wants out because he's not happy with the situation that I would imagine a lot of former players and some current players would kill to be in.
Yeah, but I get why people are on AJ's side. I do. Like, fans are on AJ's side. You just have to look at the history of the Philadelphia Eagles. You have to look at the history of that position. Like,
so then why are we okay with him? You're saying they're on his side. Like
why would they be on his side? He quit on you.
He's leaving. I would want him to stay more because of what you're saying. Like the history of the Eagles wide receivers, it makes me almost more angry that he's leaving because I don't want to get back to that.
I know, but for some fans, they just see the talent and what he's given us and this 4-year stretch. I would take over any 4-year stretch of any wide receiver in franchise history.
That's fair, but he quit on you.
But I'm telling you right now, when this happens, when it happens, my immediate reaction, it will take some time. I'll be completely honest with you guys. You can call me unfair if you want. It's going to take me some time to do the whole, hey, I respect what he did around here. I'm going to be pissed first.
Yeah, I'm going to be pissed first.
Do I respect what he did here? Absolutely. Yes. Like, duh. Like, I respect what he did here. But it's going to take me a while to do the whole, man, it was great having him here. I'm going to be pissed off first.
I'll do it today because I just to sort of rip the Band-Aid off. Tell me who wants it in our audience. Tell me why you want it. Email me. Reach out. You can have it.
That's YouTube can see it. The audience.
It's the A.J. Brown jersey.
John Kincaid is giving away his
A.J. Brown black jersey. He doesn't want to be here. I have no interest in having it.
Now, I told him to keep it because of Hollywood Brown. Just change the number. Do the duct tape thing.
I'm not doing that. That I have no interest in the jersey. I have about as much interest in the jersey as AJ had in running routes effectively last year.
Well, that's some
I have no interest. None.
Not as much as you should have.
None. Yeah. I can't understand. And it is, again, this is the difference when I talk about the difference between the modern fan and the old school fan. This would have been an old school Philly fan would never have celebrated a guy that quit.
Guess what? An old school Philly fan didn't win crap.
Okay.
So I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying winning Super Bowls changes the mentality of how you view the players that help to win those Super Bowls. You get away with more. Like, talent to some people outweighs character. And I'm not saying like A.J. Brown's a bad guy and like his character stinks. And
I got you.
But talent to some people, and I'm one of these people, will outweigh character.
But he doesn't want to be here, and he quit on you.
I understand.
Like, how do you rationalize quitting in the middle of games?
I've seen players way worse than A.J. Brown quit.
But how do you want them back? How do you celebrate them?
Because he's good.
Yeah, but you know what? 2034. I'll give him a standing ovation at the 10-year ring ceremony anniversary. I would do the same thing for Wentz.
Absolutely.
I would.
I still have my Wentz jersey.
But right now, he doesn't get that love treatment from me.
He quit on you.
I'm not giving it to him. I'm just saying I understand why people do. Because we were in such a, this is the greatest era of Eagles football.
Hey, Mekhi Lemon, no pressure, buddy.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Coming up next, we have today's headlines with Connor Thomas. And don't forget, it's a Thursday. Andrew DeCecco will be in studio for 2 hours, and I have another evil, twisted trivia game for you guys later on the show. It's Kincaid and Sal Chunas here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Kincaid and Sal Chunas, 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
7:48 here on Kincaid and Sal Chunas, 97.5 The Fanatic. Making a trip up to the great Northeast today, Johnny. I can't wait.
The great Northeast.
My old stomping grounds. Got to check out the European markets. We're doing a Lithuania day on.
I think that's a really great idea for a rainy day at the shore.
Weather's going to suck. It will be a full household.
Who's Uncle Jesse?
Well, not that. It'll be me, my parents, Christy, and Cooper, and also my sister and her husband and their little baby.
Okay, that'll be fun.
3 dogs.
That's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a day on Saturday, and it's gonna be raining, so we're all gonna be trapped inside. Gonna be a blast. All right, time now for today's headlines with Connor Thomas.
Today's headlines with the Connor Thomas.
And it's brought to us by Lundy Law. For over 70 years, Lundy Law has been fighting for injured people. If you need them, remember the name Lundy Law. Your injury lawyers, visit LundyLaw.com. That's LundyLaw.com. And the defending champions, boys, have punched back.
7-point game. Got a foul here to get the ball back. Caruso! Good night! Even the series.
The Thunder have pulled even with the Spurs, and this has been some incredible basketball that they've been playing through 2 games.
Yeah, it's just the foul baiting is ridiculous. It really is. It's so egregious. And then look, even if the Thunder didn't do it, they'd still be a really good basketball team. All right, let's make that clear.
Okay.
But it's just like it's sometimes hard to watch. I'll be completely honest with you. Like it is hard to watch it constantly happening. And it's so funny. I saw something. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander yesterday took a jump shot and fell down when he took the jump shot. And somebody was like, why does he do this? And somebody did, well, he's talked about it. He does it so he doesn't get hurt. I'm like, man,
where'd you hear that before?
Where have I heard that before? Now, 7'2" and always injured is a little bit different than 6'6", but I've heard that before.
Yeah, but does that outweigh like seeing what Wembanyama's done in this series? 17 boards again last night. The Castle poster. Like there's some amazing moments already.
I can ignore it. It just sometimes makes it hard to watch. I'll be honest. Like there was a foul call yesterday on Harrison Barnes, who I think set a screen and didn't even make contact with the guy. And whoever it was for the Thunder literally jumped backwards and fell on his back. And I'm like, you're risking honestly injury more than like for this one foul.
Shout out Harrison Barnes, by the way, still doing it. And he has had a resurgence. Like there was a time when the Kings got him and everyone's like, what the hell are they doing? And then he had a complete turnaround in Sacramento. Like a couple of years ago, he was averaging 15 a game. And now he's a very nice role player with San Antonio. I mean, he's always a role player with Golden State too. Yeah, I just like to see the old head still doing it.
By the way, old head? You know how old he is?
How old is he?
He's only 33.
Yeah, that's an old head.
He's been playing forever. He's been playing since he was 20. But 33 is not old. Dude, you want to talk about old heads? The Sixers got 2 of them.
We had to do that? We had to bring up Sixers?
Well, I mean, you're calling him an old head. Look at the Sixers. He's the same age of Embiid, and Paul George is like 40.
You've been in the league 13 years. You're an old head to me. Now, have you guys seen the new trend that's going on? It's sweeping baseball stadiums around the nation.
That's stupid.
You don't like it?
No.
Johnny, have you seen this? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Is it the shirts off thing?
Tarps off with the boys. The latest. It's taken over down in Tampa. They had a whole section going crazy.
It's funny.
I love this. What is your beef with this?
Why do you have a beef with this?
It's funny, stupid. I'm not saying like don't do it. It's just
I'm just thinking of a bunch of Bonner dorks out there doing it.
Yeah, I just
causing a fight.
It would be. I would see it happening at a game, kind of like the ghost deck. Everybody was up in arms. I looked at it once and said, all right, there it is.
That's an unfair comparison. This is fun.
Yeah, sure.
Wow. Not for the boys. Andrew Salchunas. Okay. I think it's a great time.
I think it's a funny thing. And it's a look, if a bunch of kids are there at the game too, hopefully that they would be more interested in the game than the nonsense, but it's all right.
Yeah,
they're there. At least we got them in the
Here's
building.
where I'm different. I go to the Phillies games to watch the Phillies. I go to the Eagles to watch the Eagles. I go to the Sixers to watch the Sixers. I go to the Flyers to watch the Flyers. There have been very, very, very few. One time where I went to a game and had a little too much fun. And, like, that's it. One time. Like, I'm not that guy. Like, I'm not the, yo, bro, let's go tailgate for 4 hours before the game and, like, not really be able to comprehend what's happening. Like, I just go to the game.
Andrew Salchunas doesn't like to party.
Yeah, but you know me. No, I do. You've seen it. Just when I go to the game, I go to the game. I paid for my seat to watch this team play.
So if you're in that section and you got like 40 guys around you, hey, shirts over the head, tarps off for the boys, cheering up the home nine.
Bathroom break.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, fair enough. Are you guys fans of Survivor?
I watched the first 2. I think it was first 2. And then I stopped watching. I stopped watching.
Yeah,
because I think all of those shows, they just become people go on the shows and go, I'm going to be this guy, I'm going to be this character. It's like I watched The Real World.
Yeah.
In the beginning. You're too young, The Real World.
No, I know what The Real World. I was never interested. I know what it is. It's the competition on the island.
Well, Jeff Probst, anyone, whether you like the show or not, how much you watch it, we can all agree. He's
been a day one guy, right?
He's the host forever, and he does an incredible job. One of the great TV hosts of any show ever. Had a major issue last night. So they do the live show where everybody comes back from the season when they get down to the final couple of people. And they were doing that last night during the episode. Just take a listen to this.
Rizzo, you become the final member of our jury. Take a spot over here. This is it. These are the people. Their games fell a little short, but this is the group that is going to figure out what just happened.
They didn't show the fire.
The fire hasn't happened yet.
Huh?
The fire hasn't happened yet.
They moved the guy to the jury. They actually had not shown on the show the challenge where he had gotten eliminated.
God.
Completely ruined one of the biggest episodes of the season.
So then this is actually live.
Yes.
Because usually I don't believe that these things are actually live.
Oh, it's actually live.
So this thing's actually live because you could clearly edit it.
Yes.
Wow. Now, not us. We would never screw up on live media or television. So I can't believe he did that. But that's got to be a tough one.
If you are a big fan of Survivor, then yeah, I would imagine that would piss you off a little bit.
There were a lot of people up in arms last night about that. Have you ever had a sporting event ruined for you like that?
What do you mean?
What? Like you watch games on repeat all the time?
I don't do games. I always make sure if I enter a game late, I just make sure the phone is nowhere, the iPad's nowhere, and just watch it.
I had one of the Flyers playoff games, the overtime game against Carolina, one of the two, where somebody texted me, well, that sucks, like 3 seconds before I saw it on my screen. I was like, yeah, that's tough.
That's why I don't look at my phone during games, because people have services that might be quicker than others. Yeah, so not really for me.
Okay, fair enough.
Well,
sorry to all you Survivor fans out there.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. By the way, with Survivor,
fans is still going on.
It's Survivor 50. Because I see the commercials during The Young and the Restless. Survivor 50. Like at some point, they just keep. It's the same.
If it makes money.
Oh no, it makes money, but yeah, it was. There you go.
I just don't know who watches these shows. I'm dead serious.
Have you ever heard of Middle America?
Like Masked Singer. I have never spoken to somebody that's like, I am a big Masked Singer fan. I've never had a single conversation with somebody that likes it.
There's not much to do in Bumble, you know what?
No,
Iowa.
Our friend Tristan loves it.
Okay, then that's
He's obsessed with
it. That's one person. And yet it's on every year.
It's like 400 million people out there.
And they benefit to have the NFL as their lead-in. All right, coming up next, our man Andrew DeCecco will be in studio. His thoughts on this Prove It Year discussion, the pendulum swing season for the Philadelphia Eagles. Are we teetering a little bit? Kincaid and Sal Tunes, 97.5, The Fanatic.